Here it comes again. Another atmospheric river. And this is a few hours later. The sun actually came out. These trees are quite beautiful, aren't they? If only the sun would shine again and the rain would stop. This is more like it. This is California weather in the winter. It's been sunny for 2 or 3 days now. We expect more rain this Sunday though. Quite some time ago, I was able to score this really nice set of stock mirrors off of this guy. They're in great condition. So these are going to go onto this bike. Another little something I'm going to do today is take this zero gravity windscreen off of this fairing. It overhangs a little bit right here, and it overhangs a lot on this side. So I'm going to take it off and put it on that one and see if it's a windscreen problem or if it's a fairing problem. I suspect it's the windscreen. So obviously I can take this one off. It's not any good. This may be an aftermarket one. It's cracked. And try this one on that other fairing. I just peeled off a little bit of trim. This one actually comes up a little short on this side and maybe a teeny bit short on this side. I think I'll try a stock one on that other one. Yeah, this one fits like crap up here too. Got a gap here. Fits good right there, and then we have a big gap right here. There's a factory, ugly factory Yamaha windscreen. It fits quite nice here, so it tells me that zero gravity one was just not made very well. It's too long on that end, that tip. This thing fits beautifully all along here in the front. Fits really nice. Along here, fits really nice. Fits good on this end too. Double checking this one, it fits perfectly on this fairing too. Nice alignment over here. Nice alignment over here. There's this weird gap, but I think that's in the fairing. This one fits beautifully on this fairing and that fairing. I don't even have to screw this thing all the way down. So it's doing the same thing on this fairing as it did on that one. That is this zero gravity windscreen. Number one, it doesn't have the proper curvature, so I have to push very hard to get it over here onto the fairing. And right there, it's got the same overhang. I marked it with blue tape when it was on the that bike. So it has the same overhang here. I went ahead and screwed that one down. Look at what's going on over here now. Same thing on this side. It's overhanging a little bit right here. And the fitment is the same. It's got a big gap right here. It's hard to tell, but it does. Like pushing 1/8 of an inch. The front doesn't fit right here. And the left side does the same thing. There's a big gap right here. I don't know why they didn't just set their tooling up right and make these things right. So I'm going to go take some material off of this. Taking another acrylic windscreen to power tools again. Wish me luck. I need to take just a little tiny bit off of this end. A little bit more off of this end. What could possibly go wrong? Here's a quick test fit. Looks pretty good on this side. Maybe took a little too much off on this side, but it'll work. Bonus footage. I haven't started this thing in quite a while. Started right up as usual. Next up, I'm going to try to put this eBay trim molding on here. This stuff is very plasticky, it's hard. The seller claimed that it will take these bends. I guess I'm going to find out. I'm sure it's going to take a lot of heat. I'm going to put it on there first without any adhesive, or start monkeying around with it and see if it'll even go on. We're having quite nice weather this weekend. It's mid-50s, very sunny and no rain. There's part of tonight's dinner. The stuff started out pretty good. It's going on relatively good along here, but it's not going to take this bend. It buckles. Try a little heat, see if it helps. This stuff is very, very plasticky. Like I said, it's hard. The Yamaha stuff feels like rubber. It'd be nice if it actually worked like shrink tubing. Huh. Maybe it'll work. Moving along. I think this bend right here, or this radius, might even be sharper than the one over here where it's kind of not fit perfect. More heat. I'm not sure if this thing is even going to be long enough to go all the way around either. Well, the heat definitely allows it to go on, but it buckled here on the outside and two on the inside here. This is not going to work unless I can heat it up and push it down, mash it down, and have it hold its form. There was enough of the trim to go all the way around with this much left over, and it started out pretty good. I got that bend on there, but over here, not so good. So I am going to try to heat it up and squash it down. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it or how I'm going to hold it down. Let's see if I can get these buckled things out of the material. There's one here. It went around. This one is a little better than the other one. The worst part is right here. There we go. It's just about dinner time. I'm going to take these off in 1 minute. It's the next day. I think I just got this portion of this buckled area to set down. I'll show you what I did. This is the other side. Yesterday I heated it up and used a clamp on it. That clamp. And it actually squished it. It kind of took the roundish profile out of it. Squishing it down with my fingers and holding it till it cools down. So I did this area and this area. This area is going to have a little glitch in it because of the windscreen mating up to the fairing. But I got another little bump here I'm going to try to take care of. It looks like this one's coming back out. It's a little hot. I can take it. If it holds, it's going to look okay. I just heated this area up right here, and I'm squashing it down with this wood circular thing. I've been working on this trim, and the Ring camera notification just went off. And look what just arrived. I've been getting a little anxious waiting for this. It was delayed. I think I've reached the end of the windscreen saga, at least for this this bodywork. I'm done putting the trim on, and it actually came out quite well. It took quite a bit of using the heat gun and squishing the stuff down with my hand, or with, I showed you the round wood thing I was using. It ended up coming out very, very nice. It's shinier than Yamaha stuff, and again, it kind of it's that hard plasticky look, but it looks good. I've taken out all the bendy, bulgy things using heat. There's some areas that maybe aren't perfect, but it sure is good enough. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend this cheap eBay trim, only because unless you want to put a lot of effort into it, it maybe wasn't worth it. I don't remember how much it cost. It didn't cost much. After putting the effort in, it came out quite nice. My final review on the zero gravity windscreen. I guess I would recommend it if you're putting it on a rider. If you're putting it on something you want to take to shows, I wouldn't recommend it. I did try to peel one of the stickers off. I just started in this corner right here and it just kind of chipped. So it's not the kind of decal that'll just peel right off. As I showed you earlier, I had to sand off some of the material on the acrylic windscreen over here. If you follow along here, you'll see there's a big gap right here. And as I showed you also, the curvature of the thing wasn't proper. Took quite a little bit of effort to have to squish it down to get the screws in. Right here in the front, it has kind of a gap. This is probably the worst section here. There's a big gap along here. The holes were oversized. I suppose if I had bigger head screws, it would cover them up, or if I want to put washers, but I'm not going to. So that's it. Oh, I guess one other thing. You might have noticed the mirrors are on too. These are really, really nice mirrors. I lucked out getting this set of mirrors. Really lucked out. Who's that handsome guy in there?